Hey. Yeah, I look like crap. I've I've felt better. Not like never better, because that would be that I'm in a good mood. Look, I I kind of called you out on a whim, and it, it was important, but I don't know. It's it's complicated. Kind of a long story. If you're willing to listen to the whole thing, that is. Thank you. So, I have my job, right? And I do it, right? And it's a very important thing I've explained to you multiple times, not to get back into that swing of things, of explaining it over and over again. But I don't know. I, it's a lot of things. Like, for one, this job that I do on a regular basis, or at least I try to keep it regular, it's very hard to love what I do when no one loves you for doing it. I it's like this thing that I become very frustrated with, because I make something very similar to what other competitors have on the market, and those do fairly decently. But when I try to do something original, it's not very well received. A few people will like it, but it just, I feel a little frustrated, because if I'm trying to express myself, be the truest me that I can be, and that isn't very well received, maybe, just maybe, I'm not a very interesting person. Now I know that I can't expect to win the praise and approval of everyone. That is an impossible goal. But I just wish things were different, I guess, in that front. On top of that, I thought this year would be different. Like, I remember when the new year came and I was getting into shape and I was feeling good about myself, right? I thought, this is it. By the time that I get to the summer, I'm gonna have a girlfriend, we're gonna have picnics in the park, we're gonna walk on the beach, splash each other with water, collect seashells, and that didn't happen. And I thought, okay, it's not the end of the world, okay? I still have the second half of the year to get a girlfriend. I still felt pretty good about myself. So, I told you about her, and I thought I knew her, and then I was like, look, I really like you, and I'd love to go on a date with you, and if you're free on Saturday, I was thinking we could visit this pumpkin patch and pick up pumpkins and maybe carve one out for each other, if that was up your alley. And I thought it was a cute idea. It was a very good, decent date thing, and, well, long story short, it didn't pan out. And I felt pretty devastated. It got to that point that, I don't feel like approaching up to a lady that I think is remarkable or amazing anymore. Because it hurts so much to get shot down nowadays. I've tried to improve myself. The first time around, it was because you're too fat. Okay. I got into shape. Then I asked somebody else out, and they're like, you're too nice. And I just couldn't do that. I'm not going to treat everyone like garbage. I refuse to be someone that I'm not. And it's like, it all goes back to that. I can't be me and be accepted into the life that I want, but turn myself into something I'm not, and everyone will want me. But I'd be a fraud. I really thought that I'd gotten so much better. I thought I'd be past this, that I'd find someone who thought I was the most talented, the most special, most incredible person they could ever ask for, that was capable of anything that they set their mind to. But I couldn't even do this. So there's got to be a limit to what I can do. I appreciate the kind words, but I don't want your pity. Okay. I didn't know you were so passionate about this. Sorry. When I think too hard, my words don't come out, and they kind of slur and go sluggish. But I never really thought that you took me as like amazing. You know, that really means a lot coming from you. And I guess I value your opinion a lot. And, I'm so grateful that you're the one person I can go to and be my honest, most genuine self. Whereas the few times I've tried to be my most honest and genuine self, people drift away from me. They realize that I'm not the happy-go-lucky, carefree guy that they know. That I am so anxious, so worried, and so sad. But when you walk into the room, when you're there, being there for me, you brighten my day, and you make me feel like when the world has been nothing but clouds, you were the sunshine that made every day just a little bit brighter. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine, the one that makes the dark clouds go away. couldn't help myself there. But, yeah, so thank you for always being part of my world. And I I realize that now maybe not an opportune moment for something like this, and I just want to say that I think you're incredible. You're amazing. You're so talented and so caring about me. And the fact that you came here to help me feel better, that means so much more than you'll know. And I do like you, and I've always been afraid to say that I like you in fear that I would screw things up, because your opinions, your well-being, and your dreams matter to me. And, for a long time, you're the reason that I still feel like living. But I also know that right now I'm very, very mentally unstable. So I want to make this very clear that I do not regret what I just said right now. But I am in no position to be in a relationship right now. And of course, you don't have to answer either. But for what it's worth, I like having you in my life, and I want to be a part of your life for a long, long time. I just hope I can be strong enough for both of us one day. A handhold, that's a good sign, I think. Don't say anything you don't mean, okay? I really appreciate that, but seriously, do not say it if you don't mean it, okay? Okay. I would love to have a relationship with you when I am mentally stable. I think this is the first time in months that I put on a smile and I genuinely feel happy that someone said the thing that they did. Thank you. I know you say you're not a miracle worker, but your record with me proves otherwise. I'm actually quite tired, and my back is kind of hurting. And I know we said that we wouldn't start a relationship until I was mentally stable, and I will keep word to that. But actually, no buts here. I I need a favor, and if it's not too much, if it is, I will 100% honor thinking too much again, but in a good way this time. If you could do me a favor, could we just cuddle up next to each other and hold each other a while? I just, I don't know, the feeling felt right, but maybe I'm just crazy and that's not at all what I'm supposed to be doing. And cool. Thank you so much for being so patient and understanding with me. And I just feel like you always know what to say. I could be losing my mind about how unfair or how unjust the world can be sometimes. And when you're in the general vicinity, I feel like no matter what happens, as long as you're okay, I'm okay. Right? Let's get to cuddling, right? Um, is it obvious that I've never cuddled anyone? I don't exactly know what I'm supposed to do with my hands or my arms or it's like a hug. Okay? And I can wrap my legs around you if I want. Okay. Wow. That feels really nice, actually. Hey, you... You're... I feel like my heart is pounding out of my chest. And one of these times it's gonna fall out. I didn't know how much stress was on me and how anxious I felt. And when I just hold you like this, I can feel all of it just melting away. And, you know, growing up, I didn't have a lot of affection as a kid, and that kind of relapsed into the fact that I want so much of it as an adult, right? But I want to thank you for being there for me. It means so much to me, and I also want you to know that I want to be there for you, like you were there for me today. This is everything to me. And I don't want this to be one-sided. And I've tried not to be as negative as possible. And I definitely didn't want any of that negativity directed towards you at all, because you've been the one thing that's been helping. And I want you to have the world. And when I'm ready, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. If I can be so bold as to say something like that. I don't know, I just feel like everything makes sense with you around. And I just feel like myself, so free, so loved, and I okay, I won't say it right now, but when I'm ready, I promise I will say that 4-letter word, okay? Until then, I want to be the best friend that's there to lift up this amazing woman for all that she is. She deserves so much. And I hope one day I can give her all of that and just a little bit more. Nah, I want to give her a lot more. I can't stop smiling. I know I say it over and over again, but thank you for making me happy. And I promise I'll do everything I can to be the best boyfriend for you that I can be. You know what? I don't care what anyone else says. You are a miracle worker. You've successfully made me feel like I can be myself around you. That you know how to calm me down. You've gotten me to genuinely smile for the first time in a few months. And I genuinely feel happy to be alive right now. Bestie, can you look at me? I love you, okay? I may not be all there, but I don't want to wait a moment longer being your boyfriend. I want to be there whenever you need me. You're really special, you know that? You make me feel this overwhelming feeling, in a good way, of course, that I have someone who drives me crazy in all the right ways. And I want to survive. I want to live. I want to see your dreams come true. Thank you for making my life worth living. I love you. I'm glad that you love me too. Thank you. promise I won't be a Debbie Downer all the time. I just had one of those days that all the weight kind of fell on top of me. Sorry, that wasn't a very good laughing matter, but thank you for being there.